1/4 inch nut driver, channel locks or slip joint pliers, Phillips head screwdriver, level, utility knife, tape measure, safety glasses, and flashlight. And as always, remember to wear steel-toe shoes. In some cases, it may be necessary to use power tools. Before you begin to unload the washer, do a walkthrough in the consumer's home. Greet the homeowner and introduce yourself. Decide on a path from the outside door of the home to the washer's permanent location. Take measurements of any doorways that may not appear large enough to fit the washer through. And if necessary, remove the door to ensure the washer will fit through it without damaging the home. Remember, when the washer is at its final location, there must be at least a 24-inch clearance on the bottom right-hand side of the unit as you face it in order to remove the shipping rod. Before installation, it is important to unload and uncrate the washer properly to avoid any damage to the machine. Always remember to follow the instructions on the box when uncrating any GE appliance. Never put the dolly on the front or back of the box, only on the side. Also, never use a two-prong dolly. It is recommended that you use a lift to take the unit from the truck to the ground. Never, under any circumstances, drop the unit when taking it off of the truck. Failure to use a dolly correctly or to incorrectly unload from the truck can damage the bottom of the unit. To uncrate the unit, cut along the dotted line on the bottom of the box. Always remember to cut away from your body. On the top of the washer is an installation checklist. You can refer back to this after each step and check off each task as it is completed. After the appliance is uncrated, remove the red plug from the drain hole port. Due to factory testing, some water may be present, but this is normal. If this cannot be done outside, it can be done in the home. Be sure to use a cup to catch the water and a towel to wipe up any spills. Notice that the styrofoam pack is still inside the washer. This keeps the tub from vibrating during shipping. Also note that the shipping rod should stay in place until the washer reaches its final location. When putting the washer back onto the dolly, remember to always put it on the side of the unit. Once you have decided the proper location for your washer, you can begin unpacking. Open the lid and remove the styrofoam inside. The plastic bag inside the tub contains the parts needed to do the installation correctly. This bag contains 2 fill hoses, washers and screens, an anti-siphon clip, 2 screws for the external drain hose, installation instructions, and the use and care manual. If any of these items is missing, order one at www.geappliances.com or call 1-800-GE-CARES. The drain hose and clamp are inside the washer basket. It is now time to remove the shipping rod at the lower right side of the washer. This rod is inserted to ensure your new washer is safe from damage that could occur during transit. It is imperative that this rod is removed before you can properly operate your washer. Ensure that you have at least 24 inches to the right of the machine in order to remove the rod. Grasp the plastic handle on the shipping rod firmly and pull straight out. Save this rod. If the homeowner moves, they can use it again. You can now attach the drain hose. Locate the drain hose clamp found on the tapered end of the external drain hose. Push the tapered end of the hose with the clamp into the washer drain port. Line up the 2 clamp holes with holes on the back of the washer. Ideally, it should be flush to the washer, but it's not necessary for installation. Insert 2 screws into the clamp and secure to the back of the washer cabinet. Insert the rubber washers provided with the kit into both ends of each fill hose. Some models may come with 2 filter washers. These are installed in the faucet end of the hose with the screen pointing outward. These provide a cleanable screen to keep the water inlet valve from getting clogged. Attach the fill hose labeled hot to the washer inlet valve labeled H and the cold fill hose to the inlet valve labeled C. The couplings can be hand tightened and then completely tightened with an additional half or 1/4 turn with pliers. Before attaching the fill hoses to the faucets, determine which is the hot line. Hot faucets are traditionally on the left. Make sure the rubber washers are in the ends of both washer fill hoses. Connect the hot fill hose to the hot faucet and cold to the cold faucet. These couplings can be hand tightened and then completely tightened with an additional half or 1/4 turn with pliers. Ensure that the inner diameter of the drain standpipe is at least 1½ inches. Next, take the drain hose and place it into the drain outlet. Make sure that the hose is straight into the drain opening and that there is no kinking. Use the supplied drain hose tie to secure the drain hose to the outlet as high as possible to avoid the hose jumping out of the pipe during operation. Also remember, do not seal the drain standpipe once the hose is in place. This can cause siphoning and the unit will continuously drain and never fill properly. If the drain hose is too short, you can attach an additional hose, GE consumer part number WH49X301, with a hose clamp. This can be ordered online at www.geappliances.com or by calling 1-800-GE-CARES. The drain hose facility must be under 8 feet, but greater than 30 inches high. If the drain hose facility doesn't meet the 30-inch minimum height requirement, you will need to mount the anti-siphon clip on the back of the cabinet and thread the hose through it. Move the washer to its permanent location. Be very careful not to let the fill or drain hoses drag under the washer, and do not push the unit too close to the wall. This could kink the drain hose or cause noise during operation. Make sure the washer is off. The washer must be grounded to reduce the risk of electric shock if it malfunctions or breaks down. The washer is equipped with a cord having an equipment grounding conductor and grounding plug. This plug must be plugged into an appropriate outlet. Do not modify this plug. If it does not fit, have a proper outlet installed by a licensed electrician. For personal safety, never use an extension cord or adapter plug with this washer. This washer must be supplied with the voltage and frequency indicated on the rating plate on the top of the backsplash and connected to an individual, properly grounded branch circuit protected by a 15 or 20 amp circuit breaker. If the electric supply provided does not meet these requirements, call a licensed electrician. An external ground wire may be required to meet local codes. Inform the customer that they can attach this wire to the back of the washer cabinet with a number 8 sheet metal screw. Neither of these is provided, but can be found at any hardware store. The washer must set firmly on all 4 legs. To avoid vibration, make sure the washer is level. To level it, adjust each of the front legs. Then, to set the rear self-leveling system, tip the washer forward so that the rear base is 4 inches off the floor. Then lower it into place gently. Always recheck to make sure the washer is still level. Turn on both faucets and check the water temperature. For maximum performance, the hot water temperature should be set to deliver water between 120 and 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Run the washer through a wash and spin cycle to ensure the machine is operating properly. During these cycles, there should be no unusual noise or vibration. Expect to hear the water valve shifting on and off in an automatic temperature control unit. This does not indicate a problem. Use a flashlight and check for any leaks around all hoses and under the unit. Always leave the work area clean and offer any suggestions to the